Tonight, I want to share with you a sacred and powerful practice, how to ask the universe before you sleep, so your desires begin their journey toward manifestation. Each night, as you lay your head down, your mind drifts to the edge of consciousness. This is no ordinary moment. This is the portal where your imagination, that divine creative power within you, takes command of your reality. Before sleep, the veil between your conscious self and your deeper being is thinnest. It is here that the seeds of your future are planted. But these seeds do not grow from mere wishful thinking. They grow from a feeling, the feeling of your desire already fulfilled. To ask the universe before sleep, you must first step into the scene of your fulfilled desire. See it clearly in your mind's eye. Hear the sounds, feel the textures, smell the scents, taste the sweetness of your reality as if it already exists. Let yourself live fully in that end state. Then hold on to the feeling, the joy, the peace, the satisfaction that comes from having what you seek. This feeling is the language of the subconscious, your silent partner in creation. Do not concern yourself with how it will happen or when. The universe is vast and infinitely wise. Your role is to impress your subconscious with the certainty of your desire, to trust that it will respond in perfect time and in perfect way. Avoid doubts, fears, or any chatter from the outside world as you prepare for sleep. Silence your mind from worry. Replace those thoughts with gratitude. Gratitude for what is coming, for what is already yours in the invisible realm. Repeat this practice nightly. Be consistent. Your mind is a fertile garden. Plant your intentions deeply. Water them with faith and feeling, and watch as they grow unseen before bursting forth into your waking world. When you wake, carry that feeling with you. Know that you have already asked. Know that the universe is at work, responding in the silence of your subconscious. So tonight, as you close your eyes, step boldly into the state of your wish fulfilled. Ask, feel, and believe, and the universe will answer. When we speak of the subconscious mind during sleep, we are referring to a realm of incredible power and subtlety that governs much of what manifests in our waking life. While the conscious mind tends to be busy throughout the day, engaging with the external world, making decisions, and analyzing information, the subconscious is always at work beneath the surface. It does not rest, even as the body sleeps. Instead, it becomes more receptive, more open, and more malleable in the quiet moments before we drift off. During this time, the subconscious mind acts like a fertile soil, ready to receive the seeds of imagination and belief that we plant within it. This is the state where our deepest convictions and feelings imprint themselves most strongly, influencing the patterns and experiences that shape our reality. The subconscious is not concerned with logic or reason. It accepts as true whatever is impressed upon it through feeling and vivid mental images. When you lie down to sleep, your subconscious mind begins to work on the information it has received throughout the day, but it is especially attentive to the last impressions it receives before you surrender to sleep. This is why the moments before sleep are so crucial. The thoughts, emotions, and images you entertain at this time are not fleeting distractions. They are powerful instructions given to the very fabric of your being. In this receptive state, your subconscious mind begins to weave those impressions into your belief system, shaping your expectations and ultimately your experience of reality. Because the subconscious does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined, it is open to suggestions made in the realm of imagination and feeling. This means that the ideas, desires, and assumptions you nurture before sleep are taken as truths and acted upon, influencing your life circumstances accordingly. It is not a passive process. The subconscious is constantly active, responding to the emotional tone and clarity of the mental pictures you hold before drifting into sleep. This power of the subconscious during sleep provides a unique opportunity It allows you to bypass the critical, skeptical conscious mind and impress your true desires directly onto the deeper layers of your being. When you understand that your subconscious is always listening, you begin to see why what you think and feel just before sleep holds the key to transformation and manifestation. Imagination is the invisible architect of all that you see and experience in your life. It is not merely a tool for daydreaming or escapism. Rather, it is the fundamental creative force behind reality itself. Every form, every circumstance, every event that manifests in the physical world was first conceived in the mind's eye. Before anything can take shape in the external world, it must first be imagined, felt, and believed internally. Imagination acts like a blueprint, a living picture that the subconscious mind uses to construct your reality. Unlike the conscious mind, which tends to be limited by the boundaries of logic and past experiences, imagination is boundless and free. It transcends time and space, allowing you to step into the experience of your desires before they exist in the physical world. When you engage your imagination with vividness and feeling, you breathe life into your dreams and hopes. This creative act is not passive. It requires your active participation, your focused attention, and your emotional involvement. The power of imagination lies in its ability to dissolve the separation between what is and what could be. It allows you to live in the end result, to feel as if your desire is already fulfilled. This feeling is the vital spark that ignites the creative process. As you imagine, you generate the energy that informs your subconscious mind, sending a clear signal about what you want to bring forth. The subconscious does not argue or question. It simply accepts the vivid emotional picture impressed upon it and begins to work toward its realization. Imagination, when used consciously and deliberately, becomes the tool through which you align your inner world with your outer experience. It reshapes your beliefs, shifts your expectations, and rewrites the story you tell yourself about who you are and what is possible for you. The more intensely and clearly you imagine your desired state, the stronger the impression on your subconscious mind, which in turn influences the conditions and events that appear in your life. This creative power is available to everyone at all times, yet it is often overlooked or underestimated. By recognizing that your imagination is not merely a fleeting fancy, but the source from which all things emerge, you reclaim your role as the conscious creator of your reality. You begin to understand that to change your circumstances, you must first change the images and feelings you hold in your mind, for these are the seeds from which all manifestation grows. Feeling the wish fulfilled before sleep is the secret that unlocks the door to manifestation. It is not enough to simply hope or wish for something to happen. True creation arises when you embody the emotional state of having already received what you desire. This feeling is the language your subconscious understands best, and it is the strongest signal you can send to the creative forces within and beyond you. Before sleep, your mind is naturally receptive and quiet, making it the perfect moment to immerse yourself in the sensation of fulfillment. To feel the wish fulfilled means to go beyond intellectual understanding or mere visualization. It requires you to inhabit the state of the fulfilled desire fully, to experience the joy, peace, gratitude, and satisfaction as if the desire has already come to pass. This emotional reality replaces any sense of lack or longing and aligns your inner being with the reality you want to bring into existence. When you feel the wish fulfilled, you create a vibration that resonates with your desire and draws it toward you. This feeling must be sincere and heartfelt, not forced or superficial. It's a deep inner knowing, a quiet confidence that what you seek is already yours. Before drifting into sleep, when your conscious defenses are lowered, this feeling impresses itself on your subconscious mind with great potency. The subconscious, taking this feeling as fact, begins to work in harmony with it, adjusting your beliefs and expectations accordingly. As you cultivate this feeling night after night, it becomes a natural part of your inner world. The tension and anxiety of wanting transform into calm assurance. Your entire being moves into a state of expectancy that no external circumstance can shake. This emotional alignment is the foundation upon which manifestation is built, for it acts like a magnet, attracting all the people, opportunities, and conditions necessary for your desire to become real. Feeling the wish fulfilled before sleep also helps to dissolve any resistance or doubt that may be lingering in your mind. When you focus on the end result with genuine emotion, you are effectively telling your inner world to release the old patterns of disbelief and limitation. This clears the path for your desire to flow effortlessly into your experience, harmonizing your inner state with the external world in a powerful and natural way. Living in the end result in your mind means fully immersing yourself in the experience of your desire as though it has already been accomplished. It requires shifting your attention away from the current circumstances or the steps needed to reach your goal, and instead focusing on the final state you wish to embody. This mental practice is not about wishful thinking or idle daydreaming. It is a deliberate and conscious act of assuming the feeling and mindset of having what you want right now. When you live in the end result, you create a mental scene that is so vivid and convincing that your subconscious mind accepts it as reality. This scene is rich with sensory details, what you see, hear, feel, and even smell or taste in the fulfillment of your desire. By revisiting this scene often, especially before sleep, you impress your subconscious with a clear and unambiguous message of what you want. The subconscious cannot tell the difference between an imagined experience that feels real and an actual event, so it begins to adjust your beliefs and expectations to align with this new reality. Living in the end result also means letting go of any concern about how or when the desire will manifest. The creative process responds to the state you inhabit, not to the external timeline or circumstances. By focusing on the fulfilled state, you free yourself from the stress of trying to control the details or the process. This surrender does not mean giving up. Rather, it means trusting that once the subconscious is impressed with the end result, the necessary conditions will arrange themselves naturally. This practice reshapes your identity. Instead of identifying as someone who wants or lacks, you identify as someone who already possesses the object of their desire. This change in self-perception has profound effects on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. You begin to notice opportunities and ideas that support your fulfilled state, and your behavior aligns more effortlessly with your goal. Consistently living in the end result builds a momentum that carries your desire from the invisible world into physical form. Your inner world sets the blueprint for your outer experience, and by dwelling in the completed state, you ensure that every part of you, mind, body, and spirit, is working in harmony toward the manifestation of your deepest wishes. Touching from the how means releasing the need to control the specific ways and means through which your desire will come to pass. Often, when we want something deeply, our minds try to map out every step, every detail, and every possible outcome to ensure that it happens exactly as we envision. This urge to micromanage can create resistance and block the natural flow of manifestation. Trusting the process requires surrendering this need for control and recognizing that the universe, or your subconscious, operates in ways beyond your conscious understanding. When you detach from the how, you free yourself from anxiety and frustration caused by uncertainty. You stop obsessing over timing, methods, or obstacles, which often feed doubt and delay. Instead, you focus on the feeling of your wish fulfilled and maintain faith that the invisible mechanisms behind manifestation are working on your behalf. This trust is an essential ingredient because it aligns your energy with the outcome rather than with the problem or the struggle. Trusting the process also means acknowledging that the path to your desire may be different from what you expect or imagine. The universe's intelligence is vast and creative, often bringing you opportunities and answers that surpass your limited perspective. By holding on to a rigid idea of how things should unfold, you might miss these subtle signs or alternative routes that lead more smoothly to your goal. This detachment is not a passive resignation, but an active, conscious choice to rest in the assurance that your desire is already settled in the unseen realm. It allows you to act from a place of calm confidence rather than desperation or impatience. When you trust the process, you become a cooperative participant rather than a controlling force, opening yourself to receive in ways you hadn't considered. Letting go of the how also helps to dissolve inner resistance. Resistance often arises from fear, doubt, or disbelief, emotions tied to a need for certainty and control. By consciously releasing the need to dictate the specifics, you ease these tensions and create a clearer, more receptive mental environment for your desires to take form. This creates a harmonious flow between your inner state and the outer manifestation, allowing the natural laws of creation to operate without obstruction. The importance of mental discipline before drifting off cannot be overstated, for the moments leading into sleep are a gateway to shaping your reality. During this transitional phase, your mind moves from the active thinking state of consciousness into a more receptive and impressionable condition. If your thoughts are scattered, anxious, or filled with doubt, those very patterns will embed themselves deeply into your subconscious, reinforcing unwanted outcomes and limiting belief. Mental discipline means consciously choosing to direct your thoughts, emotions, and attention toward what you truly desire, rather than allowing your mind to wander aimlessly or fall into habitual negative patterns. Practicing mental discipline before sleep involves cultivating control over your inner dialogue and imagery. It requires a gentle yet firm commitment to focus only on constructive, positive, and empowering thoughts. This is the time to intentionally feed your mind with scenes of success, peace, happiness, or any state that aligns with your goal. The quality of your mental activity in these moments directly influences the impressions left on the subconscious, which then shape your waking experience. Without mental discipline, the subconscious becomes a receptacle for random, conflicting, or fearful thoughts that can create confusion and delay manifestation. It is like planting seeds in a garden. If you scatter both weeds and flowers carelessly, the weeds might overpower the desired growth. But with deliberate care and selection, you ensure that only the seeds you want to flourish take root and grow strong. This discipline also trains your mind to resist distractions, worries, and external noise that often creep in just before sleep. Instead of succumbing to restless or chaotic thinking, you learn to center yourself, calm your emotions, and hold on to the mental state that supports your intention. Over time, this practice becomes easier, and your mind naturally gravitates toward the constructive images and feelings you nurture. Mental discipline before sleep acts as a powerful form of mental hygiene. It clears the way for creative energy to flow smoothly and allows the subconscious to work unhindered toward bringing your desires into physical reality. The more consistent and focused you are in this practice, the stronger the impression on your subconscious and the faster the manifestation of your intention. Using vivid, sensory-rich imagery is essential because the subconscious mind responds most powerfully to experiences that feel real and tangible. When you create mental images that are detailed and filled with sensory elements, what you see, hear, touch, taste, and smell, you engage not just your mind, but your whole being in the act of creation. This immersive approach makes the imagined scene more convincing and believable to your subconscious, which cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and one that is physically real. The richness of sensory details adds layers of authenticity to your mental picture. Instead of a vague or distant desire, you bring your wish to life with colors, sounds, textures, and emotions. For example, if you are imagining receiving good news, you don't just see the words or the event. You hear the tone of voice, feel the excitement bubbling inside, notice the expressions on people's faces, and even sense the atmosphere around you. This deepens the impression you make on your subconscious mind, making it more likely to accept the scene as truth. When you engage multiple senses in your imagination, you also create stronger emotional responses. Emotion is the fuel that powers manifestation, and sensory-rich imagery amplifies those feelings by making the experience more vivid and immediate. The subconscious is drawn to emotion as a guiding force, so the more alive your mental scene feels, the more it resonates with the part of you that shapes your reality. Creating such detailed imagery requires practice and attention. It's not enough to simply picture a goal. You must enter into the experience fully, as if you are living it. This means slowing down your imagination to notice the small details that bring the scene to life: the softness of a fabric, the warmth of sunlight, the taste of a celebratory meal, the sound of laughter. All these elements help anchor your desire deeply into your subconscious. By consistently using vivid, sensory-rich imagery before sleep or during moments of quiet reflection, you train your mind to construct your future reality with clarity and confidence. This process transforms your desires from abstract hopes into living experiences within your inner world, setting the stage for their manifestation in the outer world. Affirming your desire as if it's already true is a powerful practice that shifts your entire being into alignment with the reality you wish to create. Instead of stating your desire as a distant goal or a hopeful wish, you declare it with confidence and certainty, speaking or thinking in the present tense, as though it has already been fulfilled. This approach communicates directly to your subconscious mind, which does not understand negation or future possibilities, but accepts what is presented as fact. When you affirm your desire in this way, you bypass resistance and doubt that often arise when you focus on what is lacking or not yet achieved. The subconscious mind takes your affirmation as a direct instruction, a truth to be integrated into your belief system. The repeated, consistent declaration of your fulfilled desire gradually rewires your mental patterns, replacing old limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones that support your goal. The tone and feeling behind the affirmation are just as important as the words themselves. Simply repeating phrases without conviction will have little effect. The affirmation must be accompanied by genuine feeling, whether it's joy, peace, gratitude, or confidence, that reinforces the reality of your statement. This emotional charge gives the affirmation power and makes it resonate deeply within your subconscious. Affirming your desire as if it's already true also trains your mind to recognize opportunities and possibilities aligned with your intention. When you truly believe your desire is fulfilled, your thoughts, actions, and perceptions naturally begin to match that state. You become more aware of synchronicities, helpful people, and unexpected solutions that support your manifestation process. This practice, when done consistently, transforms your inner narrative. Instead of seeing yourself as someone waiting for something to happen, you embody the identity of someone who already possesses what they want. This shift in self-concept has profound effects, influencing your behavior, decisions, and interactions with the world in ways that draw your desire closer into form. Replacing doubt with certainty and faith is a crucial step in the process of manifestation, because doubt acts like a barrier that blocks the flow of creative energy. Doubt arises when the mind questions the possibility of your desire coming true, or when it clings to past experiences of failure or limitation. These skeptical thoughts create inner conflict, sending mixed signals to your subconscious and preventing it from fully embracing the new reality you wish to create. To move beyond this resistance, you must consciously choose to cultivate certainty. A firm, unwavering belief that what you desire is not only possible, but already in the process of becoming. Certainty is not blind hope. It is a deep knowing that transcends logic and circumstance. It roots itself in the feeling of assurance that what you have asked for exists in the unseen realm and is gradually manifesting in your physical world. Faith, closely intertwined with certainty, is the trust you place in the unseen forces or your own creative power to bring your desire to fruition. This trust removes the need for constant proof or reassurance, allowing you to rest in the confidence that all is working out perfectly even if you cannot yet see the evidence. When you replace doubt with certainty and faith, you align your mental and emotional state with the frequency of your fulfilled desire. This alignment acts like a beacon, attracting circumstances, people, and opportunities that resonate with your belief. The subconscious mind thrives on clarity and conviction, so the more you reinforce certainty and faith, the more it reshapes your inner world to support your manifestation. Practicing this replacement requires awareness and discipline. Whenever doubt arises, acknowledge it without resistance. Then deliberately shift your focus back to what you know to be true. Use affirmations, visualization, or simply the calm acceptance that your desire is on its way. Over time, this consistent choice to embrace certainty weakens the power of doubt and strengthens your creative momentum. Faith also nurtures patience, allowing you to endure the process without frustration or anxiety. It reminds you that timing and form are often beyond your immediate control, and that letting go of the need to see results immediately opens the door for a more perfect and harmonious unfolding. By anchoring yourself in certainty and faith, you create a fertile mental environment where your desires can grow freely and manifest with greater ease. The role of gratitude in your mental state before sleep is profound and transformative. Gratitude is more than just a polite habit or a fleeting feeling. It is a powerful state of being that shifts your focus from lack to abundance. When you cultivate gratitude before drifting off, you train your mind to dwell on what is already good and fulfilling in your life, which creates a positive emotional atmosphere that naturally attracts more of the same. This positive charge serves as a magnetic force, drawing into your experience the conditions and circumstances that align with your appreciation. Entering sleep with a heart full of gratitude sends a clear and strong signal to your subconscious mind. It tells your inner being that you recognize and value what you have, and it opens the door for even greater blessings to flow in. The subconscious, responding to this energetic frequency, aligns itself with feelings of abundance rather than scarcity, which supports the manifestation process in subtle yet powerful ways. Gratitude also quiets the mind, reducing restless or anxious thoughts that often arise at bedtime. Instead of worrying about what is missing or what might go wrong, gratitude directs your attention to the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may seem. This mental shift fosters peace and relaxation, allowing you to enter a calm, receptive state where your subconscious mind is more easily impressed with the desires you hold. By practicing gratitude consistently before sleep, you recondition your mind to notice and appreciate opportunities, resources, and moments of joy that might otherwise go unnoticed. This heightened awareness expands your sense of possibility and reinforces your faith in the creative process. It also counteracts feelings of dissatisfaction or impatience, replacing them with contentment and trust. Gratitude acts like a lens through which you view your reality, coloring your perceptions with warmth and positivity. This lens influences your dreams, your subconscious programming, and ultimately the reality you experience. By ending your day with gratitude, you harness its transformative power to create a fertile ground in your mind from which your desires can grow and manifest naturally. The journey of asking the universe before sleep is a sacred practice of aligning your mind, heart, and emotions with the reality you wish to create. By embracing the power of your subconscious, living fully in the feeling of the fulfilled desire, cultivating mental discipline, and trusting the unseen forces at work, you open the door for your dreams to manifest effortlessly. Through vivid imagination, affirmations, gratitude, and consistent focus, you plant the seeds of your future and allow them to grow in harmony with the universe's perfect timing and wisdom. Remember, the key lies not in forcing or controlling, but in surrendering with faith and clarity, knowing that what you seek is already yours in the unseen. Thank you for being present and allowing yourself to step into this powerful creative process tonight.